I will not return. Seek me out, or go to Tanalor. That is yours to decide.
I guess he got the message a few years too late.
If Centauri had only stood with me, we could have convinced the Council that Tanalor was worth the sacrifice. Now she's gone. Ravus is gone. The Order is gone, and I am free!
You're not free, Dagon. You're alone.
Why are you here when your true enemy is out there? How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire? You think yourself a survivor, but you are a failure!
They haven't beaten us. Not yet.
Now who is blinded by the past? Within the Abyss, the Empire cannot reach us. I will forge these raiders into an elite army led by disciples trained in the Force at my temple. Then, when the time is right, I will strike out and cleanse this galaxy with fire.
We've already got an Emperor. Give us the compass.
And why would I do that?
Because I'm a father who's running out of options. And you're standing in the way of a better life for my little girl. You hand it over, or I will put you down.
What small dreams you cling to. Enough! Tanalor beckons.
I'm just superior.
Is that it? Just die!
Buddy, help me!
You're all right.
Help me!
You're an embarrassment! I'm simply that.
I know you're hurting.
Light him up.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Right here, BD.
Face me! You're still chained by the past. It will be your grave. Pathetic! Yes! I'll rend you to the bone.
On it!
They're fading. Die!
Buddy, help!
Let me deliver your wretched demise. You're terrified.
Another sip.
You will not stop me. How pathetic. anything of the Force. You miserable... Is that it? You reek of fear. Fight me. There is nothing left but death. You're an embarrassment. Your demise is inevitable. Attack him! Lead. Just one final act. Ready for some fun? You miserable fool. Weak. You're still chained by the path? Pathetic! You miserable fool. Toss it! Pathetic. I need help. I will tear you asunder. Face me! I did what the Order was too weak to do, and for that she betrayed me! Is that it? You're terrified. Please, I need help. You will die by my hands. Face me. You're slipping. Over here. Is that it? Die! Now, BD. Won't stop me. I will grant you only death. That feeble Order died.
Get up, Kestis, get up!
Slicker. You're an embarrassment. You're still chained by the past. Senseless. Is that it? Consider this mercy. Perish. Help BD. You're finished. Pathetic! You miserable fool. Right here, buddy. There is nothing left of the dead. I could annihilate you. The galaxy would never notice. Help! You will perish. You miserable fool. Your just reward. Bear witness to true power. Fight me. Pathetic! Just die! This will be painful. Die! Right here, bud. You're an embarrassment. Your demise is inevitable. Give me a step. I'm just superior. Lead. You're terrified. That's you. Is that it? Kneel before me. No, only ruin. You miserable fool. Try to escape. Cannot fathom powers. did what the Order was too weak to do, and for that she betrayed me!
We'll help, BD.
You will suffer more then. You will suffer. You shall know pain. Face me! Die! Try again. Roast! Bow towards me. You're terrified. How does it feel to know that you're about to die? That your life meant nothing? Don't resist. You can't hide from me. Ah, yes. I feel it. Loss, suffering, shame, anger. There's immense power in such emotions, but you were too weak. And now it's too late.
Shuttles are leaving. I will not return. You're lost. You've strayed from the path. And you are no Jedi.
Please, tell me this is real. What happened?
Some kind of force hallucination. Fueled by fear. I use his against him.
Not so scary now. Still in one piece. BD? Give you some good news?
Maybe Dagan was right.
You sure you're not still,
Think about it. Tanalor's a fortress. We should use it for the hidden path. Gather allies, train. They'd never see us coming.
I don't know, that seems risky.
Everything is at risk so long as the Empire's around. Besides, you don't want Kata spending her whole life in hiding, do you?
If she's safe, Cal? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I understand that. But someday, someone's gonna have to face the Empire. Why not us? I bet Cordova can fix this up. Let's head back to Jeddah.
Sure. I'm gonna take a look around first, see if I can find a manual for that thing or something.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. You saved my neck. Again. Thanks.
You go ahead, Cal. I'm sure the crew can't wait to hear the news.
Meet you back at the Mantis.
When we were fighting Dagon, those hallucinations, what were they for you?
Our friends, suffering because they followed me. And I couldn't do anything to stop it.
I saw Kata in her room, stormtroopers coming for her, breaking down the door. But you know what? That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Thanks for being there and having my back.
No. Thank you, brother. We're closer than ever to giving the people we love real safety.
So you got the compass, yeah? Well, guess that's it. Next stop Jeddah, and then, you know, it rhymes with Mandalore.
You sure you're ready to leave Pyloons behind?
Well, I gotta admit, it's in good hands. And this ain't a one-way trip. We can still visit, right?
Just have to be careful.
Sure. I was more of a risk taker when I was younger. These days, I just want a place to call home.
I know that look.
What look? I don't have a look.
Dagon. His army. Those were long odds. Even for you.
I didn't let my past control me. Dagon's overwhelmed him. To be honest, I had no idea if I could. But I had to believe.
Well, I knew you would come back.
Of course. You're not getting rid of me that easily.
Gonna have to throw some food together when we get to Tanalorr, Cal. You know, to celebrate.
Sounds like a great idea. You have anything in mind?
Oh, you name it. Colo Chloro, deep-fried Nuna legs. Oh, Ormachek?
You really think you can find all that?
Sure. Say, do you know if Boat has any food allergies?
I can ask.
Great. If not, I can get some Mojito burgers, ice fish, Enyaq bobs.
I'll leave you to it.
Oh, sour berries, roast pomork. Oh, I wonder if I can find some meat pie.
Later, Grease.
We really took the fight to those raiders. How you feeling?
Excited?
Excited? I didn't know you all were allowed to enjoy that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited too. I can nearly taste the free air of Tanalorr.
Almost there.
Stay focused, and we'll finally be able to build something for ourselves. Something to last.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
Biomalls like that one you took out are trouble. They'll turn a room into a patio if you're not careful.
I believe it.
Reminds me of a pest I tangled a few years back. Nothing could get through its skin neither. Here's the kicker, though. This creature had tentacles, too. Ooh, don't remember the name of it, but it was mean. I wasn't having all kinds of trouble until I remembered something my mama used to say. If your weapon can't fell a beast, make the beast your weapon. So, I drop my spear, grab one of the beast's tentacles, and coil it around his throat until it was over.
Smart.
That's what your enemies do, ain't it? Turn your strengths into liabilities.
All right, you old bat. I'm in.
There's the bonehead I know.
So come on, kid. What's next for you?
I've got a chance to find someplace safe. I plan to make good on it.
Well, I'm no good with advice, but people who... Hell, I messed it up. I'm just trying to say, listen, the happiest folk live somewhere between what they want and what they got, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Really? Sounds to me like the old man's noodle is starting to fray.
Damn it, Dana, I was being... forget it.
Come back later, yeah? Cal, just in time. The old grouch just made the best decision of his life.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. I'm done pounding sand. Reckon we're ready for a big score.
The big score. The one we've been waiting for. Sitting right under the imps' noses. Got a tip about some derelict Imperial equipment up on the mountain. Prospectors have been too yellow to go for it. But we ain't yellow.
We sure ain't.
This time tomorrow, we'll be sitting pretty on an industrial fuel injector.
Glad to hear someone's not letting the Empire scare them away. But you need to be careful up there.
Oh, we got it all figured out. Got a map and everything.
Better get our autographs now, Cal. Next time we meet, we might be above your pay grade.
Hey, Monk.
Good to see you, Cal. Gotta hand it to you, Cal. Wherever you go, the action surely follows.
Hey, you wanted customers, right?
That I did. The place is packed. And if we keep going at this rate, we're gonna need a bouncer.
Well, maybe Mosey's looking for some extra income.
Interesting proposition. If I had to put my life in someone else's hands, it'd be Mosey's.
It was good to see you. How'd you get mixed up with the Bedlam Raiders?
Well, I had a drink from Monk. Then another, then another, then another, then... Right. I stumbled outside and sort of confused one of the big raiders with a dewback.
Don't tell me you try to mount him.
Okay. But if I don't, that's the end of the story.
I can see why the raiders try to kill you.
Oh, they've got plenty of reasons.
You ever get homesick, Tulot?
From time to time, there are quite a few things I miss.
Like what?
The many rivers, bloody trout leaping over the current, and the food that I crave.
Oh, yeah?
Handmade dumplings stuffed with potato and kushne. I miss the taste of banson, a minty spice that enlivens every taste bud.
You should talk to Grease. Maybe you can whip something up that reminds you of home.
A wise suggestion, Sojourner.
Kestis putting the kibosh on the raiders? Look at you!
I doubt they're gone. Just a little bruised.
Still, I'm impressed. Without a leader, they're gonna lose a lot of oomph.
Yeah? There's an open spot at the top of the raider ladder. You interested?
No thanks. Too much heat. You're right. If I had to guess, something big and mean is gonna swallow up those raiders.
Don't like the sound of that.
I didn't think you would.
Hiya.
We have some tunes, but there's gotta be so much left.
What's your academy like?
Oh, amazing. Every building is partially suspended with repulsors. The campus looks like it's floating over the ground. It's magical.
That sounds like a hard place to leave behind.
It was, but things were changing. Looking down, you used to see nothing but nature. The ground is covered in ferrocrete now, all part of an Imperial control zone.
So what happened to your smuggling operation?
The Galactic Empire. Not long after the end of the Clone Wars, the Empire cracked down on my shipping operation. They ruined everything. Many of my associates saw the relative safety of the Hutts. Good riddance. Most of them were snakes anyway. But some of them... lost people I didn't expect to lose.
I'm sorry, Moran. It's rough.
No, I'm sorry. I seem to have forgotten asking for your pity.
All right, then.
Cal, you've missed a right squall around here. Where have you been?
Here and there.
Well, you're here now. Did you hear about Turgle's shell?
Can't say I did.
You got to check it out. Said he found it in the wash. To think!
You two have too much time on your hands.
Where did we end? Ah, yes. The monstrous Captain Wet, his crew and myself fled aboard the pirate schooner of the filthy Zephyrs. Well, fast as the morning thaw, I could tell something was off. Wanyek, he wouldn't look me in the eye. Oh, and a dreadful stench was a brewing his rotten beard. An augur of fate most ill. Wanyek took the helm, and with landing claws away, we flew to deep space, putting a few lifetimes between us and those pirates. We found ourselves afield of the Parlibian trade route. As soon as the captain took his hand off the yoke, he put it on his harpoon and gave me a look, like a half-starved tuka-cat iron sprat. Scorver, snarled the vile captain, you've gone as soft as an oyster's navel. If I couldn't trust you to spare a quarren with your blaster in your mouth, I couldn't trust you to skewer the great goober fish. My hesitance to pull the trigger had me undone. In spite of the most rabid pleas, the captain jettisoned wee Scuba in an escape pod. The last thing I saw was his dread smile, crooked like a bayman's backbone. And so, my time aboard the grapnel met a briny end. Sitting alone in a pod, in deep space, with nothing but a tank of old cod and gash. I'll tell you more later, lad. The despair, the stench. It's enough to set my stomach a churn to this very day.
Cal, I hope I'm not intruding, but what happened to your Jedi Master?
He died during the purge. Gave his life so I could escape. I can still hear his last words. Trust only in the Force.
Oh, Cal, I am so very sorry.
It was a long time ago.
2 centuries later, and Master Kree's last directive still rattles my memory banks.
I'll never forget. But that's how they're still with us.
I think you're right about that.
We should go back to Jeddah soon. Sierra and Cordova are waiting.
God, we were just discussing what we should renovate next.
Just lots else to fix around here. Thanks to the raiders, you know.
Yes, of course, but surely we can find something a bit more inspiring for our next project than a water pump.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
So, it looks like we aren't the only ones who found romance on Kobo.
What, Turgle and Two locked? I don't think that's in the stars.
Come now, Cal. That delightfully dark Maven has been casting wayward glances at you.
Marin? What was the look?
She's a hard one to read. You, however, couldn't be more obvious. So, what are you waiting for?
Good question. A lot going on right now.
Okay, don't get so caught up that you miss the small things, because those are the things you'll remember.
You've introduced a new species. After you plant it, I'll provide more detail.
A new plant. Bet we can learn more from Peely. Might as well plant some of these seeds.
I appreciate your time and effort, Cal.
Here, BD. Peely, what made you stop your research?
I lost my lab. Once the Empire occupied my planet, it seized my nursery, uprooting every flower, fern, and sapling.
That's horrible.
Worse, they repurposed my lab into a biochemical weapons facility. All my research now used as a means for death. I refused to cooperate, escaped on an unlicensed shuttle, and here I am.
Oh, you're safe here.
I have been told that before. But when you say it, I believe it, Cal.
Any family back home, Peely?
They did not survive the Imperial occupation.
I'm so sorry.
I appreciate that. My parents and siblings were soft-spoken, but all of them were defiant.
Like you.
I suppose. Now all I have are my plants. They are defiant in their own way. Vines can rise in the harshest temperatures. Roots penetrate the thickest ferrocrete. That is how we will defeat the Empire. Time, time.
Is there any plant you can't grow?
There was a rare subspecies of a Puglia blossom that I found quite stubborn.
You still seem frustrated by it.
No, of course not. Well, yes. It sticks with me, this one, I suppose. No matter what I did, where I planted it, how I treated the soil, it refused to grow. It was like it was acting out of spite, like a petulant child. Turns out, that subspecies of Puglia blossom only grows in the wild.
It only wanted to grow on its own.
That's right. You have the mind of a true botanist. We can talk later.
All right, ready to do some gardening?
You've introduced a new species. After you plant it, I'll provide more detail.
Let's stop here.
you.